From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. And we are underway from Houston. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. And this intercepted on the first play of the game.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, 24 yards. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game, and I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go, but when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
All his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Stingley picks it, and the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And Stroud now to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. It's caught at the 10. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now Mahomes. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Stroud. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
4th down. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws, but here Mahomes knows he's got nothing, so he wisely just gets rid of it.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Mixing up the middle. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is pull off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First catch of the game for Hopkins. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. That's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Here's Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelce, on the touchdown pass.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 14-10. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down and 1.
On the quick, right?
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards, the final tally. The quick throw taken in by Diggs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. On 3rd down, Mixon fights off the defender. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And down his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. It's perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So the potential could go on 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now, they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. Oh, and some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Shreds the tackle.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
A gain of 3, second down. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So no gain on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Mahomes now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And a play like that with how far he had to go to make that sack shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now it's the former Badger Dario. And the ball is knocked out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Stroud. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They'll run with Mixon, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
That's complete, left side to Worthy.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's into the hands of Worthy once again.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll get this out to his running back, Pirine. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
That is caught. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
Oh, a heck of a move. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. Now Mahomes. And that
one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here.
And they'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Stroud looking to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And he's got this down to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
As Stroud now to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were in a double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Xavier Worthy
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Texans 17.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And able to get this out to the 25. This is 1st and 10.
On the quick, right?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's intercepted at the goal line. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
Nice little juke. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Stroud.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
Hey, south.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3, 4, 5 between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Back to throw. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
That is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. He may go.
And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. And that will make this a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes.
That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Here's Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Here's 1st and 10.
One final try for Mahomes. Trying to improvise. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.